some of us, I don't want to name names, make pretty bad throat noises when they drink. And it makes me think that the throat is...
me?
No.
Is it me?
It's not Travis.
There comes a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, O Lord. Olay, 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 O Lord. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, O Lord. There will come a poet whose weapon is his word. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, O Lord. Olay, 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 O Lord. He will slay you with his tongue. Olay, olay, O Lord.
Give me sirens in a cyclops. Give me giants in a hydra. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary. I'll fight the harpies and chimeras, the minotaur even Cerberus. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary.
You look mad. You need a hug.
No, Gwen, I don't need a hug. Whoa! I said no hug!
Don't fight it. It'll make you feel better.
Can you let go now?
You feel better?
No.
Then it hasn't kicked in yet.
You questioning my leadership, hop along?
Okay, these names you're calling me are killing my street cred.
Oh, and what would you like me to call you?
I'd like you to call me Mad Dog.
You don't seem like a mad dog to me.
Well, what do I seem like to you?
You know that lamb that Mary had?
I don't like the way that this is.
Seriously, I don't need anything from a man. Actually, maybe give me some money. I don't need money from a man, I got my own, but I want money from a man. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were popular.
Hey, look here, all eyes on me. Don't touch that. You will die, and it will hurt the entire time you're dying. Okay?
Happy hair, have you married all your children? Tell me, so I say. Happy hair, have you buried all your children? Tell me, so I say.
What's the best thing you've ever stolen?
I'm beginning to think I haven't stolen it yet.
You're the charmer.
Here's the ingredients list.
Why can't you get these yourself?
Because people are talking enough as is. And if they catch me in Lucien's Bazaar, they're gonna assume I'm up to no good. Also, the apothecary thinks you're cute, so mind flirting a discount for me? Thanks, love you. You know what I think we should do?
What?
I think we should kill them all. I'm just kidding.
They say one friend out of every group has the potential to be a serial killer. So I pushed Bonnie off the cliff in case it was her.
It's been a really rough couple of days. This helps a little.
In fact, between my brains and your brawn, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
We do. Although technically I have both brains and brawn.
True, but I have the personality and the winning smile. So. Was that a laugh? Did I make you laugh, Porridge?
Please put your fingers inside of the bars of my enclosure. I am very friendly and non-threatening, and I can be trusted with breakable body parts.
I love your daughter. What do you have to offer her? Nothing. Only this.
What's that supposed to be about, baby? Girl, free up your mind, stop acting crazy. You know I give it a good loving, baby. Try and pull the coming at you. I'm a big dog. I do big dog shit. I fuck your bitch strong. I heard she been wanting a kid.
I'm a big dog, and I do big dog shit. And that big body whip like it's Paw Patrol.
If you keep undressing me with your eyes, I'm gonna catch cold.
Someone once told me that with great cuteness comes no responsibility. And that's the motto I live by.
I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal.
You know, you make me feel like a Timothy Chalamet movie. Because I want to know what you're doing later.
You are
My fire, the one.
Welcome to Lycan and Moss over here on the Lycan and Moss Twitch channel. We are about to dive back into our game of Brass and Briar with our rotating in the corner.
Let's go.
We are streaming from various locations today, so there may be technical issues ahead, but we will suffer the storm like any true good adventurer. So, with that, let's roll initiative, everyone.
Yippee!
I have no dice, so I have to do this digitally.
I have some dice.
Well, I have a
Do you want me to roll for you?
Up there. That's okay.
What did you say you don't
Oh, are you sure? I got a 19.
9.
19, 9, 2. That's good. And oh, I think it's figuring out headphone problems. But we'll start with a 19.
Hi, everyone. I'm Scree. Scree the rat, or it's me, Scree. And I play Scree the rat.
No. The rat?
The
Crazy.
rat.
Couldn't imagine.
Believe it
I
or
thought you were a
not.
mouse the entire time.
You sick son of a bitch. Take that back.
I'm
Little
sorry.
paladin. I'm having a good time. I found out my patron has a wife patron, basically. So I basically have 2 patrons. It's gonna be a very powerful rat.
Basically a god.
Basically a god.
Dude, let's
Already
not
has a
say
following.
that at this level.
Basically a god. What level?
I don't know.
Well, might be what we need this session.
Basically a god.
You already have a dedicated artist. Now you just need a transcriber and you can have your own holy book.
Right? Jeremy and the other one?
Jeremy and the other one.
The other one. Yeah.
I think about them regularly and wonder how they're
Dude,
doing.
same.
Well, I guess you'll have to head back to Low at some point and see what they're up to.
No. Or not.
Up next.
Go back to the place.
Go back to the place.
It's a cool
What?
place.
What did you roll?
I rolled 3, so I'm probably the bottom.
It's true. Next up, we have a 9, I believe.
Is it really me next?
It's you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 19, 9, 3, and 2. Good thing we're going into the possible grand final battle, everyone.
Get the
guys.
terrible
I got-
rolls out now. Hi
That's fine.
guys, I'm KJ. You can find me on various different forms of KJ cosplay because I can brand the same thing everywhere. And today I am playing everyone's absolute favorite. And yes, I said what I said. Albino Ferret, Duke Alabaster Moore. We are aware of L's echo issues. We have not been able to fix it, so we're just going to endure it. Please be patient. And you will see me getting in cosplay stuff because there's a convention happening and I'm leaving as soon as we're done here. So be patient with me as well.
It's true. On to our next highest roll, a 3.
Mighty T3. Hi everyone. My name is L. I play Doris Musel, our barbarian badger. I apologize for all my audio issues today. I hope they get her. I also is not ear-splittingly terrible. I love you all so much.
This is going to be great for anything.
It's gonna be so
emotional.
Just pet sitting.
Anything
house
emotional
sitting, so
happening.
I'm so excited for today. I'm so mad this turned out to be my audio today. It's fine.
It's okay. We roll along.
Good.
We soldier through. You are all doing currently against the Gorse. As up next, we have our number 2.
They see me rolling. Anyway, hi, I am Ruby. Ruby.griffiths.a across social media. I am the resident dice maker of the crew, and I am playing Lavender Nottingham, our good little roguish raccoon. So, last left off was trying to rescue some prisoners with our favorite barbarian. And we're gonna kick some ass today. Hey.
Yeah.
It's actually a corvid, not a donkey. But hi everyone. I'm Zatara. I'm the GM here of Like and Moss. That's why I sit in the middle, so they can all glare at me when I do horrible things to their characters and their characters' friends. I would never. I didn't send a very foreboding and ominous message to Elle this week at all.
I hate that.
Dude, everybody just spreads pumps.
You can find me at Zatara everywhere, except for my Twitch channel, which is Zatara's Tavern, which is where I stream pretty much just Sundays. Opposite of this one. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here and trucking along with our technical issues today. We're gonna go on into our. Oh wait, no, we have announcements. I was about to say go into our intro, but we got some announcements. We got some stuff. Oh, do you want to do them?
As long as the audio is not bad. Tell me if the audio is bad, and I will only speak as Card this whole episode, okay, guys? It's gonna be so great.
It may be that bad. I think it may be that bad. I think it may be that bad.
Wait, why did it get so bad? What the fuck?
It was
I don't know. It was fine for it would go roboty every once in a while, but
it's now all robot.
Essentially bacon,
I mean,
yeah.
I can do announcements if we need.
Zatara, you son of a bitch.
Absolutely not.
What? No, it's fine. But the announcements we have today, I'll take over the announcements today for the.
If my audio moves at all, it's because I'm trying to find 5 honeys in the background. I might straight up be.
No worries, you're good. Our announcements today is we have started a new thing in our Discord. It's a calendar, so you can go check that out for any special events such as our Ruby Rolls Resins giveaway happening starting today and heading out through the next few days. You can check that out on her Instagram later today. You get the insider scoop here first, as well as some fun things like the Shire Folk LARP happening.
Yeah.
Which I do not have too much information about. Scream if you want to fill people in a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a Hobbit-esque LARP, but not officially Hobbits for copyright reasons. It'll be happening at the end of this month, from the 29th to the 31st. And if you want to get your tickets, use code RATTLING26, rattling in all caps, to get 5% off for your ticket.
And there's cool cabins and stuff that you can stay in and stay on location and stuff.
It's
I
very
checked it out to see if I can afford it.
It looks really, really cute.
We also
And honestly,
have...
if I wasn't already going to PAX East, or no, not PAX East. Is that where we're going to?
No, Boston.
Boston Comic Con. There we go.
Yeah.
Boston Comic Expo. And that ate all my time off. So
We also have a watch party happening.
we also have a watch party happening with which KJ is hosting, and it's going to be Phantom of the Opera.
Not the 2004 movie. It is the 2011 25th anniversary stage production. This is the stage show, not the movie.
Which I actually haven't seen, so
It's pretty good. Listen, 5 o'clock on Saturday, Mountain
5
Standard
o'clock
Time, which
Saturday.
would be 7 for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great way to wind down the night. Grab some popcorn, join on in to the watch party, and see all of this on our new fancy calendar that we're going to be posting monthly for all of our cool stuff. I believe that's our main update. Look at all those. All the updates rolled in.
If you're not on the Discord, join the Discord because it's a great place to be. Outside of that, if you want to help track lore and other things that we do as part of the stream, we have a wiki page, and the only way to help out with that is to be on the Discord. I'll keep it short and sweet.
It's true.
You want to help keep us in line? Join the Discord to help with the wiki.
Do you want to see how many times me making stuff up on the spot backfires when I try to reference back to it without writing it down right after the session? Join the wiki. You can keep me in check in the comments. I want eventually. Oh no! Just when I say something wrong. Without further ado, we will dive into today's episode of Brass and Briar. And we're back. The attic, who decided they want to play. This ferret in the attic wishes to go away. This ferret in the attic can do nothing else but stay. As last week, our crew finalized their plans for the upcoming battle. How they wished to progress and take on this grandiose creature that has taken roost in the tree and reclaimed the home of Curry and Mustel and his family. Talking to Surf, a apparently reformed member of the Gorse. Or at least, according to his new mistress. Scree, on the other hand, has other plans for Surf. Which, if we pay attention to Kerr and Lavender's exploration upstairs into the high branches, seems to co-align with Jet's plan as well. Scree and Currian out in the open, facing down the giant corpse, specifically in case the white rabbit reappears. And Duke and Lavender, ballistic battle against Jet and whatever reinforcements happen to make their way there. We left in the moment, Kerr and Jet clasping hands, agreeing and making a deal of the plans ahead, and Lavender sneaking through the back of Cranbala and into the holding cells where hopefully the elders of the menagerie reside. Lavender, if you could roll a stealth check for me.
I definitely have my character sheet pulled up.
Oh, definitely.
I definitely don't still just have. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Amazing. Sneaking stealthily ahead. You creep against the walls, pressing against these hardwood archwayed chambers, maybe about 3 acorns wide and 4 acorns tall. It is not a big chamber. For prisoners to be escorted down, any of the larger creatures, such as the binturong or the wolves or the badgers, would have to hunch heavily.
I even have to crunch a little bit.
You do. You exit out of the small chamber and of the small hallway into a larger chamber. Not much larger, maybe 6 foot wide by 10 acorn long. And this seems to be an antechamber of sorts. There's 3 doors ahead of you, 1 directly ahead of you, and 2 on either side. The walls of this room are decorated with an individual portrait of each of the royal families.
Can I look for colors?
Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
Okay. I'm a nosy little motherfucker.
Screw you find 5 blue glass wherever you are.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
But you also lose 3 green glass.
Fuck.
That does be 13.
13? It's not that hard to find, as it's a fairly plain room. The only other thing in this room is a very simple chair that kind of sits in one corner facing the 3 doors. But you find Kerr's portrait. It takes you a second because everyone is much younger. This portrait is from maybe Kerr's teens.
Oh, baby Kerr.
Oh, baby Kerr.
It's fine. I'm just looking through your baby album book while you're in another room making deals.
If this was the last time, Eric, and everyone hear me. Okay. If this was the time that Kerr like sat down for the portrait, probably too. This is before all the hair and all the things. So you're really looking at his baby pictures. He's like formally for this. Mom was like, oh, this is so nice. Make sure we get your angles. So
it takes you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
At first, you think you're looking at Rory, and then you look to the right and see Rory's there. And you just see, with this investigation check, everyone is giving a very diplomatic appearance, but you, having traveled with Kerr, can see that the painter caught how his line of mouth just ever so much more downturned than all the rest. Looking around, you see the other families as well. The binturongs, the wolves, the rats, the pigeon family. The only person you don't see a portrait of here is the crow.
Oh.
Ravens, right?
Yeah, the ravens, which are not interchangeable, so I shouldn't use as interchangeable.
Yeah.
That's me and Mel.
Raid on tattooed on, don't you? You should show the difference, DM.
Which door do you choose? The one ahead of you, or the one on? There's the left door, the straight door, and then the right door.
Left.
Left?
Left. Like, that's gonna stop me.
Okay. Roll that hand check.
Okay, I will. That's a 14.
14. You think you're about to get it, but then your thieves' tool bends further than you expected to, and you realize you've been using these thieves' tools for quite a while. And it's probably about time to get new ones, especially because these ones
Well, that sucks ass. Is there a gap in the bottom of the door?
There is. You can make a perception check or an investigation check if you wish to look underneath. Just a perception check, actually.
Just a perception? I'm fine with that. And that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 language discreet.
Just strange, because I've been the one cursing more often than that. It's fun.
I love when this is redeemed on other people. I'm so happy every time it's done on other people.
With the dirty 20, you look under, and it's very dark in the other room. No candles or lights or anything of the sort, but you can see large, square, solitary shapes. Kind of gives the vibe of a storage closet.
Okay. We will go to the right door then.
Okay. This one is open. You open it. Seems to be a small guard post of sorts. There's a hearth in the far corner, kind of a, not one that's built into the wall, but more of a, it seems to be a large snail shell that's been carved out in the front. And then out of the, where the head of the snail would come out is where the chimney kind of comes out and goes out to the outside of the wall. See a couple of makeshift simple cots. It seems to be, it's set up a little bit like a studio apartment where if the guards had to spend an all-nighter here, they could be comfortable while doing so. So like a small kitchenette, like a cot, stuff like that. But it also seems very abandoned. A heavy layer of dust over everything. No cobwebs or spiders or anything that you would very easily see if a spider was in this room. As the room itself is maybe 5 acorns, like a 5x5 oblong circle. There's chests and kit. It seems as if whatever guards were here were removed quickly, which would make sense from what you know about the crows and the raven's sudden and harsh appearance.
I would like to open the chest and see if there are any weapons or anything inside.
Yeah, easy enough. Not locked or anything. You see a kind of rough knit, kind of like hemp woven blanket, something easy to cover over, a simple dagger, and then what looks to be underneath that all a heavy tower shield with the symbol of, that you actually do recognize, that the oldest Binturong child was wearing. It seems to be a symbol of the bulwark or the main guard of Kranbala. And it's a heavy shield that stands maybe like it stands up to the brim of your nose and goes down to your feet and kind of comes down to a slight point, and the top looks like an acorn top at the top.
So could make a very good sledding all of this snow in case of emergency, is what you're saying.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. You would have to carry it on your back if you want to take it with you, though. It'll make you a little bit encumbered. I would say taking it and carrying it with you now would probably give you like a -1 to dex rolls until you get rid of it.
We won't take it at this exact moment. There's like a little bit better than I suppose.
Okay.
So we will go down the center door.
Right, this one
Down
is
the hallway. It's locked again, and my tools broke, correct?
You do have multiple sets with you.
Oh, all right. Well, I suppose we shall try again then.
I would like as Lavender is a accomplished and experienced thief. You wouldn't just have one pair of thieves' tools.
Yeah, that would be silly.
Yeah.
That is a 19 sleight of hand.
Nice. Go through. It's tricky. It's a multi-step tumbler. You kind of have to pull out one of your extra more specialized tools to wedge in there and twist it around. No, Screw's looking at me.
Yeah.
Perfect. You turn and you feel a moment where you think your tools are going to break, and you twist your specialized tool with your pinky just a little bit, and then opens.
This is why little raccoon hands come in handy.
It was close. But as you open it, you see inside. It is, once again, completely dark. But you just see about 5 acorns of space.
I do have dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like 60 feet in shades of gray. So like you can see, but it's still very dark.
All right.
Like you can see it, and you see the various shades of gray, and like the row of hooks against the wall that have various tools of the trade here. Benches, but the most prominent thing you see about 5 acorns in front of you is a 15 acorn tall just wall made of bars, iron bars. And behind those iron bars, you can see the shadowy figures of creatures hunched together, and it looks to be about 20, 25.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Hypothetically, the entirety of the older generations of these families were captured, besides some of the grandparents, apparently. So essentially all the people who would have gone into fighting at the sign of the crow. How many acorns is the acorn shield?
Well, with my size versus its size, it's like 4 acorns tall.
Yeah. It's a tower shield, essentially. You do that.
Well, let's... I suppose it's probably time to get a little bit of light in here.
Just light the place on fire.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
throw it into the no.
Pull out a Molotov, throw it against the bars.
Super casually.
Super cash. There are like torches in sconces in here that just aren't lit. And you have a tinderbox. It's easy enough to make light in this room here.
Like the the torches. Still try to keep it fairly dim light.
Yeah.
But hypothetically, not everyone has dark vision, and it will maybe make unlocking this very large prison easier, one could hope. So we'll light up one of the torches, scamper to the wall, and set it back in place.
Absolutely. Bringing light into the room, you do see a menagerie of creatures behind the bars in front of you. Pigeons, wolves, rats, binturongs, setters. The whole slew of the royal families. What you do not see are any badgers inside the cage.
Interesting.
You also only see one singular wolf inside.
Okay.
The others seem to be in pairs. That makes sense. You kind of like in your talks and your preparation, kind of like your rundown, you got a rundown of the royal families as kind of like a who to look out for. So you see both the parents of Aoife, the pigeon child, Tiflin and Conley there, literally huddling together in a corner, kind of separated from everyone, looking absolutely terrified. Large round glasses set on both their heads, kind of very scholarly, tattered clothing. You see Grania, the wife of Alish, the wolf that, according to Bramble, jumped with Kerr's mom onto the Raven during the first assault. You see Alestriana, this old, hunched over rat that has really dark gray fur, close but very quickly grays out. It's kind of puffier than a normal rat would be. Hunched, kind of has a double hunchback with a gnarled cane. She looks ancient. Her tail is long, kind of wraps around herself 3 times in the cell, and you can see everyone around her is kind of not doting on her, but regularly goes and checks on her and like keeps an eye on her. And you know this is the grandparent of the 2 rat children that you met, the one of which did the spell to see Jet up here in the first place.
Yes, yes.
You see Una and Sina, Nevin's moms, the Binturong's moms, or Garvin's daughter and daughter-in-law. You also see Kara up here, Garvin's wife. They're the ones mainly taking care of Elistriana, the kind of elderly rat, and especially Kara, who seems to be a bit younger than the rat, but still kind of shuffling around, taking care of everyone. Muriel, Arda, and Breda are here, the 3 Irish setters. So the mom and dad, and then the grandmother of
Mahun
and Brogan as well. Which you haven't met many of Mahun's siblings. They've kind of been constantly busy. It seems as if the setters kind of naturally step into a role of middle management almost, while the Mustel family oversees the overarching everything. It seems as if the Aaron family really goes around and like makes sure everything actually happens. Which you can see here too as you step in and make a light. Ardal is the person to walk up and goes, I don't know who you are, but this is the first light we've seen in a while, and you're not stark white, so we take that as a good thing.
I mean, I'll take the compliment. Well, I'm here to help. Ideally, to get you back to your families.
At this point, you see Grania, the female wolf, walks forward. She's in this black hard leather breastplate that tassels out at the bottom, has a kind of gladius on her hip, and her hair is pulled back into thick braids that kind of border a thick mohawk that goes back down and tails out and blends in with her wolf tail at the bottom. Kind of grabs the Irish setter and pulls them back. Goes, I don't think we should talk so openly, even if they seem kind. Right, Ardal? Kind of shrugs her up and goes, you're right. Apologies.
But it's very smart to be wary, especially with strangers having invaded your home.
Who are you with?
Well, I came with Sir Kurian Mustel.
From the wolf behind.
Me and Mahun have been working a lot together. I helped save Master Mahun. He came back poisoned. Mahun and I, Master Mustel, Mahun and I.
So many names. Welcome to my world.
It's a menagerie of
I think his name was Nigel.
We can hear you.
Niall Mustel.
Niall Mustel.
I can give a quick rundown to Curse Family again if we need it.
Which, as you bring up Mahun, another Irish setter who looks almost identical to Mahun, just older, and kind of her deep auburn hair has started to bleach out towards the ends. She walks forward, bright blue, edged with a dark cobalt blue. Walks over and goes, Mahun's all right.
Yes, she's safe.
And Brogan,
Haven't
Yes,
seen quite as much, but also safe, hidden in the roots.
The roots. They're in the roots. Earl goes, it's fine. Don't worry. If they're with everyone else, they're safe. Especially if that one's children are with them. Gesturing back to the wolf.
We've neutralized some of the foes in the area, but the corvid is still about, so we're going to have to get you out of here as stealthily as possible to get you back into the roots with your children. If you would be bold enough to trust a stranger.
Make a persuasion check.
Am I good at persuasion?
You can have advantage because you listed off so many names and just kind of talked openly and honestly. And as the nobility of the menagerie, they also understand how convoluted their families are. So you being like, oh yeah, these people is actually fairly disarming for them.
I also think there's the last person you would expect. I've been a helpful person, so like the fact that you're like, I'm sorry, you came with Kurt? I'm sorry. That's something.
Which is why I'm also like, me and Mahoon are buds now too. Oh, thank goodness I was with an advantage, because that makes that a 19 instead of a natural 1.
Thank God. Stress is not helping my like issues.
The Grania walks forward, kind of putting her paws against the bars, and looks at you and goes, which of my daughters is the scarier one?
Wait, this is asking about whom?
The wolves. So which of the daughters? Between Laith and Mara.
Between Mara.
So Laith is the one that is the older, kind of one that's very much like her mother.
Yeah.
Who also...
But Mara is the one that's been working with Surf.
Surf, yes.
Yeah.
Well, they're both a little frightening, each in their own right, but I would say that Mara is a little scarier. Let's put like her skills are
practiced,
confusing, and also a little terrifying. But hey, if she's able to do what she's able to do, I'm not going to question it.
With outbreaking her just kind of stern, hard stare face, she goes, get us out of here.
And I'll pull out my lockpick and get
Right.
going.
Roll your sleight of hand check.
Why am I... My rolls are not the best today. That does me 15.
15. You start, and then midway through, you have a thought. It's like, kind of like that, the split second after you step on the tripwire feeling.
Ah, fuck.
As you undo the second tumbler, and you just hear this slight and now, folks,
Which I would like to, as reaction, say, everyone step as far away from the bars as possible. And now.
Kerr, you hear this out, and you just see Jet's ear kind of twitch as you are, at this point, you had just locked arms. And you start hearing kind of echoing down the hallway before. And Jet looks back and goes, not as stealthy as I hoped you'd be.
It would be a shame if we didn't try.
And then Lavender.
Hmm.
As you tell everyone to step back, I need to introduce you all to the mechanics of the final battle.
Oh.
Okay, well, let's see.
Okay.
The final battle.
Here in the final battle, there will be 2 counters happening. One represented by this dice, and one represented by this dice.
What dice is that?
It's the
Is that-
the cur
Is
dice.
that
They're
even
the
cur dice?
They're the Jet and I'll die.
It's the
Well,
cur.
it's the cur.
That was the cur
I
dice.
didn't. It looked like, yeah.
Yeah.
These counters will be affected by different things and go down naturally every 2 turns. So every 2 turns we're in initiative combat, they will go down naturally. That aspect of the counter won't start until combat has actually begun, which has not happened just yet. But the white die will represent the arrival of someone you really don't want to be.
Oh shit.
We can take him.
I mean, I think we could. I anticipate many losses happen if that were to occur.
And this one will represent the arrival of someone you really want to be there.
Oh,
Our backup.
Talon?
Our backup, maybe? Or, I don't know, maybe
have my
another
notes.
vigil. Who knows? We have allies. We got lots of friends, guys. Anyone could show up.
Yes, Talion. There it is.
Jeremy.
I bring this up now because the first thing that could affect the counters has been triggered, which is the alarm on the jail cell of the captives of the known as the royal families of Crown Galar. I'm not going to tell you what the counter's numbers are at, but just know that this reduced it by 4.
Oh, no.
I don't think any of these numbers. I can't see. It's already a bad subject for me. This is fun. Oh.
I will say, I love your ability to just know what number is on where the number on a normal D20 is at any given time.
Oh, it's because I spend literally hours every day staring at dice.
Oh, I know. I'm just acknowledging that it is a skill that is impressive, and I understand spin down counters, spin down die now.
If you need a spin down, I can make one for you, by the way.
You know, massive spin down dice for a counter dice.
All right, I'll work on it.
But the counter, the white counter, has been affected by 4.
Sorry, I just saw Elle's mug, and I'm so
Oh.
jealous and obsessed.
Oh no, it's not mine. I'm borrowing them at this house for my coffee thing. It's so cute though, isn't it? The Wi-Fi may be something to be desired, but the
That's okay.
So Jet and I hear this, and what is Jet's reaction? Is Jet's
Just kind of his sassy. I expected you to be stealthier, but you also then he turns back to you and goes, "Things are more accelerated now. Hopefully you weren't tired. Because now if you sleep, you'll give him time. Do as you wish. The Raven does not care about the prisoners. But he does. I do not know if he's done with his business currently, but he will make it a priority to return here now."
pretty then. And follow to see where Lavender went, where he assumes Lavender went. Down further down the hall.
Okay. You leave Jet as you follow Lavender further down the hall. Entering in, you see the open door to your right, the chamber of portraits, which your eye kind of naturally is drawn to the one that's most familiar.
Yeah. Looks and then just turns and runs down where he hears voices.
All right.
Could I possibly, maybe with proficiency, investigate this trap to see how it works? What it is?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Investigation?
Mhm.
With proficiency, because I know traps?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
15. You are very confident that the full function of this trap has been completed. Once you check it out and conclude that there's nothing else, there's no after effects or volatile aspects of this trap, you can roll another sleight of hand check to try to attempt the door again, or look for something else.
We'll attempt the door again. Is a 17.
17. You roll one more time as you gain advantage with your, as you start going at it, and then one of the pigeons kind of waddles over calmly. Her eyes look minuscule behind her massive glasses, and she kind of shuffles up. She plucks out two of her feathers, and from the opposite side, she kind of seems to push upon two pins that are on her side of the lock. She goes, "Make it easier."
I'll say 26.
26. As you're holding your pins in place, as she presses in with her feathers, you feel almost a blockade in the lock disappear as you press in and complete the lock and opening the gate as Kerr walks in. Hey, what's that?
Slides in around the corner. Really
And you see the parents. Ooh, that's a good one. I haven't gotten a 20 on Hey, what's that in a while. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
What do you mean?
Not to be worried.
Hold on.
About.
All right, it's fine.
I mean, you guys can affect it if you want. If one of you want to roll a percentile die for me. No?
I don't know.
I'll roll a percentile die.
No.
Roll a percentile die for me, Duke.
Duke, if you kill him. just Luck's flying around right now. I'm saying it. Someone else killed my mom. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this.
Oh no, Elle, you got so robot-y there at the end again.
It's a 98.
98. Damn, okay. Just
I don't know if
added.
that's good or bad, but
Inexplicably, you all just hear.
Ooh, I like that.
You all just hear a kind of echo around you. There it is. And you feel as if something good has happened to you. The counter on the Italian die has been closed. Seems
this
as
is
if
why you make random rolls.
it seems as if the winds have shifted in your favor. As
Hell yeah.
as the original roll on the Hey, what's that little table I have was player aid. And
Good
then
roll, KJ. Good roll.
and then I was like, well, how much will it help the players? And then a 99%. I was like, all right, counter. Not quite caught up to the loss in the other counter. But I will tell you, the number on the Italian counter is lower than the number on the other counter.
Okay.
See, I am helpful from vacation.
You're doing a great job.
Okay, all is forgiven.
Once in every blue moon, I'm not grateful to you.
As you walk in her,
Around the corner, sees where all of the families are being held. Sees Lav at the gates at the block,
and you see it's open. Sorry,
and sees that it's open. So we are on a bit of a time crunch now. Let's get back up here. Now.
You know what's the
Now.
one?
Yeah, it's done. It's meant to be undone. The bell has been rung. So let's get these everybody here. My lords and ladies, if you please follow back down to this. We have a lot of ground to cover.
see the largest Bintrong, who you recognize as Una, kind of larger of the two. She seems to have gold woven in her kind of shaggy, wiry hair. She's kind of just a giant puffball, almost. Her clothing is fairly basic, just a general toga-esque attire. Her wife is also dressed in similar, but while Una is in more darker earth tones, like blacks and silvers, Sina is more like oil purples and violets and things like that. She has bright purple dye that she's kind of spiked like rose petals that up back through her hair. Una picks up the Alstriona, the older rat folk. All right, we're gonna go. Let's go find Grandpa, right? So, all right. He kind of starts shuffling past you. Ardal, the oldest of the setters, walks up to you and goes, "Didn't expect to see you back." Ardal's never been mean to you. The setters in general have a fairly good relationship with everyone, kind of. But he's never been outright rude to you, but there have been the typical slights.
Kurt has put himself into a fun little box. He's a rebel and fighting against the system, and he's different than all the kids and all the other rest of the family. And kind of does really push you at odds with even people who want to get along with you. So Kurt's really having a lot of fun learning this lesson right now. When you're fighting against the world, sometimes you need to save still. People aren't instantly like, oh fuck, it's that kid. So fun for him. He's like, didn't expect to see you here. Kurt's like, where there's trouble. Is anyone injured? Does anyone need? It's on the way down. We cleared as much as can on our way up, but.
If you folks have weapons, and just so you know where they are, just in case things get dicey, it would be best if you are armed.
Kurt is going to do a perception check now. I get this part where there was investigating area. No sign of his mom.
No sign. You can tell pretty instantly that there's no sign of your mom.
Yeah.
Your eyes have been drawn to her first in a room for a very long time.
Beautiful mama.
Looks.
No, don't do that to me right now.
Stop it.
Get me from this room.
It's only a week after Mother's Day.
You don't see your mom, and kind of seeing your eyes flick up and do a quick survey, Arl continues. She never entered this cell. None of us have seen her or Alish for the entirety since they dove into action.
Kerr does like a hard swallow and then just says, "Right, let's get everybody down. We have allies coming, and we need to prepare everyone now."
Grania walks up and goes, "All right, setters, pigeons, you head into the family estates. Grab anything useful, any of those ancient relics you all like to gather. Grab those and your weapons. I'll join you. Everyone else, follow Kurian and his friend back down to the roots."
Oh, Lavender. Lavender Nottingham. Sorry. Sometimes I forget to introduce myself.
And Lavender. Understood. And you see this group of royals that some of which are elderly turn and nod like obedient school children to this wolf. He goes, "All right, go." The setters dash off, the wolves dash off, as well as the pigeons, as the binturongs, the rats. And that's essentially it. Walk up to you and Lavender. Goes, "Lead the way." Now, I'm going to have you guys make some rolls for me as you navigate these guys down. It won't be too hard. You guys have essentially completely secured the main forum of Kranbala. The only part you're going to have to navigate through that have any enemies in it is the small stretch of the residential area that you guys kind of snuck through before. With that, we're going to do like kind of like a group check. And we're going to have everyone roll. Duke and Scree will roll for the NPCs. And you're all going to roll stealth checks. Kerr and Lavender, one of you two will roll a survival check instead of a stealth check.
Oh. Which
What's
are
my
you better at? Because I am actually better at survival than I am stealth.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm same. I have a +5 to my survival.
I have
What's
a
yours?
+9 and advantage.
You get to roll. You get to roll that one. 100%. Kerr, trust you implicitly. Like, you've been a lot more scrappy than he has been in his life. Trust you implicitly with like gut reactions.
This is what happens when you grew up in a dumpster.
All right.
That's so fair.
Lavender, roll your survival check. Kerr, Duke and Spree, roll the stealth checks.
Are we
I will
adding
also
anything
roll
to the
stealth
stealth checks?
Nope.
Yeah, just a d20.
Yep, just a d20.
Oh boy. This is why I don't use electronic dice.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
9? Wait, no.
7.
I always reverse those. 7, 6.
Coordination.
Yeah.
Zatara.
I also. Oh, what?
Yeah, connect the high fives.
Wait, down. Side.
I'm so bad at this. This and over here. Okay.
Other corner, KJ.
Okay.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, opposite way.
This isn't gonna work.
Yeah. That's the thumbnail.
Okay. So I also rolled a 6.
Go.
And what did Kurt roll?
Kurt rolled for stealth a 12. I just realized I don't have any luck. I must have used them all up at the end of the last one.
Mhm.
And we are gonna sleep tonight, so that's for fucking thematic.
I mean, you can if you want to try to sleep tonight.
God no.
It's just a risk if you want to take it.
Yeah.
Or some of you could sleep and join in the battle later.
Yeah.
Those of you who really need it. Depends how much you need your stuff.
Yeah.
And what did you roll, Lavender? A 20-something?
22.
22. Okay.
Good. Lavender was the
That's-
best one. Yes.
1 success and 4 failures.
But we had 1 major success.
Lavender, you are leading through, and it's going so smoothly at first. You take him into the alleyways, you walk through, you slide through, you kind of shimmy through one of the tighter ones, and you're 2 turns away when you look back and realize Bintrongs are a lot bigger than you. Shit. As the Bintrong kind of carrying the rat is kind of like a little bit wedged. She's trying to suck in her like abdomen and be like, go through. Her behind, you're kind of like.
This is such a tight alleyway.
Bintrongs are very large.
Yeah, but why is it so tight? When the Bintrongs usually need to get through here at certain
You're
points?
taking the back alleyways of the like residential area because the main strip, because there's essentially one main thoroughfare that walks up because the residential area of Cranbala is essentially a giant spiraling balcony that has the houses built into the wall that kind of sprawls out onto the balcony, which is you're in that kind of like a little area where there's a few buildings that create an alleyway. And then there's like a 15 acorn long road that borders the very edge of the balcony, looking down into the center. And that main thoroughfare there is where all the gorse are essentially, because they're just wandering up and down the main road, looking for whatever they can sink their teeth into essentially. So you, being a natural alley person, navigate your way through, and there's one that you squeeze through fairly okay, and you're used to the size of Kerr, who can kind of wriggle through a lot of the same size things you can. But these Bintrongs, especially the ones carrying, and then the more elderly of folk, are having a harder time and kind of it's not like stuck, but it's enough where they slow down enough, and then the exertion of getting through kind of like, ugh, you just hear, the rumbling starts happening. You're not caught yet, but they know of your existence now. So the DC is going to be harder. Unless you all press forward, pushing the Bintrong through, navigating around. If you would like to do anything specific, or like use any of your skills or anything to navigate this differently than just relying on your rolls or to affect the rolls in any way, feel free to.
So listen, if stealth is not exactly our strongest at this current moment, Kerr loves the center of attention. So seeing that we're not being as stealthy as we definitely need to be right now, what's better than being quiet is being a very loud action down the street. So Kerr is going to go to the main road, and is going to whip out 6 feet from both of the gauntlet as first like gloves, whatever those gloves, and going to clap them together and shouting, "Dinner, come and get dinner!" And then like about another 5 feet from right to like get ready to like whatever.
As you walk out and kind of prepare the gauntlets as the chains extend out and slam against the floor and start rattling. You see Lavender, you see Una kind of look up, then look to Sina, go, hold this. Then touch the side of Sina's face and goes, when was the last time you saw me fight? Far too long? Like, I have an idea. And she just charges out, kind of picks up the chains that are dragging on the ground, looks at you and goes, I have an idea. Want to try it?
I'll follow your lead.
All right, so you guys are going to do a team attack. So roll for an attack with advantage. Una will do the same. I gotta grab another one of my d20s.
Like, I need more, I have more.
No, I'll use the box wood and the lavender one.
Okay. With advantage and an attack roll.
And yeah, it's attack roll.
to hit. Whips are like simple melee weapons, right? I for 15 seconds those. I'm just double checking real fast. Make sure I have my proper modifiers. I actually didn't put this in thing.
Yeah, you can. The whips are technically dex weapons, but with the gloves, you can use your strength modifier with them.
I mean, my dex is good too. So, I have a plus
Whichever
8
one.
to that. Plus 8 to 13. 20.
Dirty 20. Very nice.
Yeah.
And then that's a 21 from Una as well. As soon as you say yes, she was kind of like leaning down and slowly reaching for the chains as she said this, but as soon as she said yes, she grabs them and then takes off into a sprint. You just hear these heavy footfalls as you are whipped off your feet, and then feel yourself get flung around in a wide circle as Una just starts pivoting on her heel and goes, "I'll make a delivery!" Poof! And she whips you, shot putting you towards the gorse. As you fly 30 feet through the air, just a spinning Beyblade almost of chains. Make a athletics check for me.
Beyblade. Amazing. Where's my skills? Okay. Athletics. Okay. Let's do different dice.
Shh.
No,
it's not. Shh.
That is 16 total.
16?
Yep.
Amazing. That is enough. You land, and for a second, you lose your balance for a minute, but then you dig in and kind of lean in with the momentum, getting 4 more rotations out, and you clear instantly. 10, 15, kind of land, and as you stop, as just a radius of crumpled gorse corpses kind of whipped in half. They don't have blood at this point. It's kind of just this ichor clings to the ground, drips off your chains, and you look up at Una, who's already charging, and you see from both of her hands just get coated in this bright purple flame. Goes, "Let's give him a shot!" And just barrels in and takes out 5 more behind you as you and Una lash out at the horde of gorse around here as you start hearing they draw from every corner, which means Lavender, Scree, and Duke, if you could roll another Duke and Scree, another stealth check for me, Lavender, another survival check for me, and I will roll for the rest of them with advantage this time, because
if I already have advantage, do I get triple?
It's just a lower DC for you.
Okay.
Double advantage. 11. Squeak.
11.
11?
11, because it's back to back of the hand.
27. No. Yes. 27.
Jeez.
27 survival.
All right.
Survival. Amazing. 11, 27 survival. Duke, what'd you roll? 1 with advantage?
Do we get advantage?
Yeah, you get advantage.
Okay. You guys have advantage. Also, Duke, we didn't hear what you just said.
I'm aware. My microphone disconnected and then decided to reconnect itself. So that was a whole
Perfect. Timing.
It's a 16.
16.
16.
15. 15, 16. 17.
Get it.
Is enough. As Lavender, you kind of take pigeons aren't with you. You take Sina kind of by the hand as she's holding this elder rat in her other, and lead her through, kind of using your physical connection with the Binturong to more easily navigate and lead them through and show them how to shift their bodies in ways to get through the places you get through. You make it out of the residential quarter following the path Kerr showed you and back into the main area as you hear just the sound of whipping chains and crackling fire and the cries of battle up above. Kerr, I need you to make a roll for me. It's going to be a strength check.
Okay.
With your proficiency.
With my proficiency.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have proficiency in strength. Are you saying I'm at proficiency on top of that as well, or?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
So double proficiency with it.
Okay. That was not good. Oh no, that was not good. Okay. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Plus 9 is my strength check. So that's a 14. Plus 3 is 17.
17, very good. 17 and then an 18 from Una. You've never directly fought with Una before.
God, no. She's 1,000 years old. According to her.
It's fair. But what you see, you've been told the stories of the Binturong's aid in the war against the Velvet Clasp. But you realize those stories may have been severely underwhelming. As you see Una just eviscerate through Gorse with her claws almost unfazed, tearing them in half, pushing through 3 and then pulling back as they just crumple beneath. And it's hard for you to keep up. Which eggs you on more, as before you realize between the fighting and the moving and watching Una work as well as fending off the onslaught of Gorse, you suddenly realize you're at the front gate of the residential district. And behind you there is just a trail of Gorse. And in front of you, maybe 10 remain. You look over, make an insight check for me.
Oh shit. Ooh, good. Okay. 18 plus. Insight. 21. Lucky number 21. This
21.
game.
You feel that kind of surge of excitement as you look over towards Una, and she's smiling. Her jagged, kind of Binturong teeth are very wonky. So you just see her jagged smile, but you do see she is breathing heavy. Like she's putting on a good face, but you can see that it's been a minute since she's exerted herself this hard. She's feeling it. She looks over you and goes, "You got the rest."
Can't let you all the fun. But bad day to me.
And with the flame on her hand, she kind of like punches your shoulder, and the flame travels a little bit. As she gives you, as she blesses you, essentially, you get blessed.
Oh, okay,
so you get a D4. The flame kind of wreathes your shoulders like a fiery mantle.
That's so fucking cool.
And now if you could describe how you take out the last 10 remaining Gorse of the residential district.
So, I said it earlier, Kerr's kind of puts himself against the rest of the world for so much of his home life, and has seen the ramifications of that since coming home. People being frustrated, and people being almost like, oh my god, not this again, since he's come home. In the last 5 minutes of like however long the last fights have taken, he has had his world shift of these older generations of the menagerie of royalty, with Una really stepping up to do her duty as the menagerie asks of all their civil servants. It's the royal families really don't see themselves that way. It's just the way that diplomatic relations work. And so to everyone else, it's like different families. To everyone inside, it's just this is my family, and this is your family, and we have to play our part because we have been blessed by fortune. We have to do what we do. And Curry's kind of always been a little bit more like selfish about it because of what he's been dealing with personally, his family, his mother. But in this instance, he feels like a sense of home he hasn't had in a long time, of stepping up for the family, for the community. And with additional lesson from Una, he takes the whips, and with that fire kind of still like crackling around shoulders for just an instant, he whips at what may have been like the last dying, one of the last lanterns that had been left out from like the what would be a typical city street to coat the whips with oil. And then, like, letting himself get hurt by this too, like feeling like the blood that has been spilled by family before him. Whips the down to shoulders the chain, and they fire. And he just does around the swing hits to just take out but of course is left.
All right. Feeling the warmth spread across your shoulders, coming from one of the elders of the tree, who the Binturong are fairly solitary folk. They do their job and they go home. But feeling this warmth spread across your shoulders, some of the only warmth you felt from a lot of these royal families, you kind of let the chains drop, start give them a whip, and as they crash into some of the lanterns on the side. Using the momentum, you bring them back through the flames. Some of your hair kind of singes momentarily as they burst into flame, and you, not enough to really notice, just like enough, like got too close to the pan while cooking. So you just start almost getting into a flow state of these new tools. And once again, you close your eyes and open them as you whip the last gorse into non-existence. And just stand there, breathing heavy. The flames start to pitter out. And then Una walks up behind you. You feel your entire shoulder just give a little bit as her heavy paw just encapsulates all of it. Goes, well done.
Lots of heavy breathing. Listens to that word there, and like just like slowly retract hips, the chains. Been holding back, haven't you?
No one asks. We already have the wolves and the Mostels arguing for who's the better fighter. It's also mundane.
Much more peaceful to just stay out of it.
It's easy to punch things. Some people just aren't good at anything else.
Cackles, truly like belly laughs at that, just like over, like cracks completely, and then stands up and offers his arm as if they're about to put him down.
Hooking arms with or kind of seeing your arm and just putting her whole arm over your shoulders and lean. You feel the weight, and you can easily manage it, but
big lady.
She's just not big, she's solid. As she leans on you, and you guys make your way through the main gates, leaving the carnage behind. and eventually reconvening with Lavender down below. Sienna running up to Una and giving her a big ol' hug at the end, kind of looking her up and down. A big smile across her face as the Elastriana smiles and goes, "All right, let's continue on. It's cold in here." And that's where we'll take our break for today. Come back, reconvening in the roots with everyone together, and the return of Kerr and Lavender with half of the missing nobility. The rest hopefully returning later with a much easier time going down the main thoroughfare now, thanks to Una and Kerr. Yeah, we'll be back in 10 minutes' time. Enjoy the much more calming music of our break. See ya. We were all here exactly on time. I don't know what you're talking
So on
about.
time. We're all here.
Microwave nachos.
Microwave nachos.
So I had those yesterday.
Wait, there we
the
go.
best. KJ has joined us in the wild.
We're gonna see how much lifted because things are different.
Is this how I've sounded to everybody this whole time?
Worse.
Yeah, yours just like double robot somehow.
I don't know why it's so bad. I'm so sorry.
Welcome to the second half of Brass and Briar. Well, it's okay because Sirenscape also died during the break, and I'm gonna see if it works now. Oh no, I knocked over my counter dice.
Oh no.
Yeah, I remember what they were at. No, it was not.
Yeah, it was. And then the Duke dice was at a 2.
You definitely want those reversed.
She's just.
Oh, it's counting down, not counting up. Got it.
I was like, you definitely want the cur dice to be less.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Hold on. I just gotta find it again.
Does anyone else remember, like I don't know who else actually watched Critical Role while they were like live streaming their first season, but one of the audios for one of the big arcs was so bad, and it just is what it is. You know, it was way back like in 2012 or something. I don't know.
Oh no, that's the biggest critique that Critical Role gets is that like the first season is near impossible to watch for multiple reasons, but one of them being the audio. But it's fine. You know, honestly, the past couple of times we've had very little technical issues, so we're overdue for some pretty hefty technical issues.
Is this better or worse?
That's good. That's good.
Okay, fantastic.
Can I do it too? You have a microphone? You son of a bitch.
Yes, I do.
All right.
I do social media for like most of my volunteer work. Yes, I have one of these. However, it does make it harder to hear you guys because I can't connect you to my car speaker. So be patient with me.
Well, it seems like a perfect time.
If you want something a little bit more dramatic.
It's okay. I got it. I got him. I like that. That's thematic. So, back underground. Screen Duke. What have you been up to this entire time?
Cat soup, cat soup, cat soup, cat soup, cat soup.
Outside of plotting with Scree, I think Duke has just been working on the journal to try to catch up to where I, KJ, have gotten to that journal.
All right, roll a intelligence check if you wish, Duke. Specifically, you can roll. I would say you can either roll a straight intelligence check or a history or investigation. Which they may all be the same for you.
I now have access. This is the only dice that's in my car, and it hangs by my mirror.
Hey, it's a D20. It'll work.
That was cool.
No, I was just making sure I wasn't hallucinating. Oh no.
15 on history.
There we go. 18 on history? Okay.
15.
15 on history. Alright. I'd say, well, you've had the journal for, Duke's had the journal for 24 hours, essentially. I guess a little long. Like, you've had the journal for longer, but this is the first time you've really gotten to sit down
with
and,
the
like,
code. I mean, if you want me to break down the like time increments it's taken me to decode things, we can do it that way too.
It's okay. I think Duke would have probably gotten about halfway through the second one. Because you got halfway through the first one, essentially, with Surf's help, like reading through. And then I think through Duke's work, you would have gotten like halfway through the second one. So completed the first one and halfway through the second one at this point. And you're making cat soup?
Cat soup. With the broth that Lav has lovingly constructed for me.
How do you go about getting served?
I will leave Worm with Aglet.
Okay.
And I will go fetch Surf and I will say, "Hey, buddy."
Right.
I threw up this relaxing bath, but I don't have the time to take it. Do you want it?
Make a deception check for me.
All right. You don't know I'm lying.
I do.
It
Surf
could-
doesn't.
It could be persuasion. Who's to say? That is a 13.
I believe the chant of cat soup gives away a little bit of the mystery, which is fine because Surf rolled a 3. And he's not that wise. So you walk in. He looks over towards Mara, who's in the room, the youngest of the wolf children. She just kind of looks up from the steaming cup of tea she has in front of her and goes, "Very well." Oh wait,
Yeah, she should definitely roll insight. It's fine. It's fine.
it's still only a 7. And surprisingly enough, she's not a wisdom-based class. Very well. You haven't actually gotten a bath since our activities. Just return him before tomorrow night.
Alright. Speaking of, is today the day before the battle?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of, we were gonna go do some stuff, and we could use an extra set of hands tomorrow. Can we borrow him?
What do you say, Seth? Goes,
What activities would I be doing? I would like to broaden my horizons. I've lived a quite sheltered life up to this point.
Yeah, we need. We could use anyone, but we thought that he would have a better knowledge of the creatures and stuff that we're facing. So we just need pick his brain for stuff tomorrow specifically.
Information, you say?
Nothing crazy. Nothing. Don't want to dig too deep. But just we just think you're really smart and could use that.
Make another persuasion check for me.
Very persuasive. That is an 11 again, which makes it a 13 again.
13. Okay.
Lucky 13.
Okay.
Yes! Yes!
Mahoon goes,
Very well. He is under your care for the day.
takes out, and she kind of reaches in her pocket and pulls out a tiny little brass bell and hands it to you. And you see, as she pulls out the bell, Surf's eyes lock onto it. And then as she pulls it through the air and then hands it to you, his eyes shift from the bell to you with the same time. Goes,
Very well.
Yeah. All right, relaxing bath time. Come along.
you lead Surf to the bath. What does he see when he walks into the bath or walks into the room where the bath is hidden?
Depending on what tools we have available, I'm assuming it's either going to be a large-ish wooden crate or just a hole in the ground. enough to fit a person.
You walk in, there's like a large keg that's been turned on its side and kind of like hacked in half.
Yeah, it does probably smell quite herby. There's probably a lot of like onion and garlic, depending on what. Can't remember what freaking seasonings I got, Lab.
I think you said a broth.
Yeah, yeah.
Called lavender, a large quantity of broth.
Probably smells somewhat savory.
Yeah. So it's like heavy on, like, it's got bay leaves and sage and some rosemary, onion, carrot, garlic. Like, it's an herby vegetable stock, essentially. With what Scrooge told left.
As you walk in, they're kind of
Quite a good taste you have. This would have been a quite relaxing bath indeed. Are you sure?
Oh, dude, I've got so much planning for tomorrow. I don't have time to take it, but I got it all prepped. It would go to waste.
Okay.
kind of walks forward and like doesn't go, like looks like he was like,
are you You're not joining me, correct?
No.
It just kind of like stands there awkwardly next to the bathtub.
Could you step out of the room, please?
Oh, yeah, man. And I will back out of the doorway.
You hear that submerges himself in and it starts humming a little. Grabs a carrot and goes, uses the greens of the carrots to start like scrubbing.
Okay, now I'll look away. I don't want to watch that.
And you've successfully gotten served into a bath.
Perfect. And that was my big thing for the day. If anyone passes by, I'll probably ask for them to fetch probably Bramble, because again, I don't want Worm to be around. And Worm's with Aglet.
You wait a little bit, and eventually you hear a slight
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
Oh, yeah, I checked the bell. No, that's not it. Weird.
It just seems to be coming from everywhere, and Duke, you hear this too. It seems to just echo throughout the entirety of the tree.
I missed what you said we're hearing.
The alarm from up above earlier.
Got it.
He surfs the sound of surf bathing pausing goes,
oh dear.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, that's the alarm that the prisoners have escaped.
Oh. Nice.
I sent it the other night.
Of course you did. That's crazy, man.
It's just standard procedure. What, would you not trap your prisoners in a delicious cage?
I would never trap my prisoners in a delicious situation.
he grabs one of the floating things. And
Exactly. You are a rat of crash.
Yeah.
It was quite thoughtful putting snacks in the bath.
Oh yeah, no, I'm super sad that I don't get to do that.
Didn't you say you had other things to do?
Yeah, I'm doing them right now. You can't see it. I'm working on stuff.
Time passes, and eventually you hear the return of Lavender and Kurian, coming down with the Bintarangs and the elderly rat folk. The small cries of Aetha and Etin, the twins. It's like, Grandma! Runs up. Hug her either side. She kind of like shifts before they both realize, oh, sorry. Gets her back up. The Bintrang grandfather walks up and hugs his daughter and daughter-in-law as Nevin kind of is leaning up against one of the walls and goes, hey, Ma. They walk over and kind of ruffle his hair. Give him like, and why didn't you come searching for me? I had stuff to do here. That's right. Pats the sides of his head. Goes, the bulwark stays with the people. It's like, bulwark stays with the people. Reunions are had. And with a bit more time, the rest of the nobility returns to the roots as well. More reunions are had. The young pigeon folk who's kind of been hiding herself, Aoife, runs up to her family who just essentially dissolve into a mess. The wolves reconvene, and you can see that an earlier reunion was cut short as Caraval was already reuniting with Laith and Mara. As Grania walks in, large sack of weapons and various kit just over her shoulder and goes, there's my brood. Should have known you'd be just fine. Here you've been doing good work. Goes, Mara kind of walks up and goes, have you seen Dad? Goes, not yet. Kind of like grabs them both and walks over to find where Caraval is kind of sitting, still recuperating from the fight he had. And in the back of your minds, you all still hear the echoing of the alarm. Ding, 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 ding. And know that you are now on an accelerated timeline. As all these reunions are happening, you all kind of reconvene eventually. Get filled in with what happened upstairs. Yes, Kurt?
There's a quick thing I want to do while we're all together in this moment.
Yeah.
There's a fun thing I have with my entire leading feat. I'd like to apply it to all of us and to others while we're all here together, basically. So, tell me if the audio is bad, so I can repeat myself also.
Not quite as bad as it was before. Just a little.
I've tried to inch towards the router, so
that's fair.
Its job. Everyone is reuniting, and there's a lot of fuss while this is going on. As Kirk is in the last our group, and with the like help in our Bintaron like friends. Her clears the throat. She's actually really, to be polite, after like a lot of mixed feelings of seeing so many people who have kind of told him to like shape up and like smack him on the ear, get his shit together his whole life. Try to respectfully give everyone's attention, so that's not working. Everyone's too excited and happy to see each other and see each other alive at the moment. And so he finally says, "Oi!"
Everyone shifts.
We have very little time before our next fight on our hands. Everybody get to your proper stations, and everybody. This is an menagerie of is us all being together in the situation of our entire fucking lives and coming to get through it because we're all here to support each other. So we don't have a lot of time before the morrow, and we need to be ready for that next fight. So take your receipts. Take whatever potions, rations, water that you need, and then meet in the war room whenever you can. Whoever can. We have things we need to decide. I may use that as my inspiring leader feat for the us of us. I would like all 4 of us, and then I'm going to choose. I'm gonna say Mahoon and Lath as extra. Like I have up to 6 creatures that I can give additional health points to. And let me roll for my charisma roll stats. Hold on. Okay, 5 hit points plus my charisma is 3 plus 8 hit points to everybody.
Aww.
Anyways, we love you all. I'm just really scared about everything that's about to fucking happen. And Kurt's not gonna go to sleep, so.
It's fine.
Yeah, so 8 temporary hit points to all of you, as well as Mahoon and Lath. You give this talk, and there's a little bit of murmur around as Lath steps forward and goes, "You heard him." And everyone dashes about to start readying for the fight ahead, as the underground refugee camp of Kranbala very quickly gains a new air of inevitability and determination. You're in Helm's Deep before seeing the orcs on the horizon currently. As
Feels like it.
You're running around, you see members of the bulwark who have been recovering up until this point, walking up and kind of digging through the satchels and bags that Grania, as well as the setters and the pigeons, gathered, kind of finding large shields and the Lavender. You see the shield that you left behind is one of the ones that is pulled out, and Nevin walks up and hefts it onto his shoulder and kind of shifts and goes, "That's where that went." Everyone starts getting ready for the fight ahead. A lot of the families disperse, some still taking some time to more emotionally prepare themselves physically, as not everyone of the menagerie is a fighter. Especially not pigeon folk. As you see with Illustriana here, she starts slowly sketching out runes and sigils that she will kind of sketch half of them and then hand them to the twins to finish and kind of mass produce them out. Starts handing them out to the various people. Eventually, Aeton, the one who did the vision, walks up to the 4 of you and hands you each a small little runic sigil and goes, This is a Misty Step. Works like a normal one, but it's only one use. The paper will burn up after you use it. But good for dire escapes. And just hands one to each of you.
Aw, thanks.
And you see with each kind of sigil that's written, Illustriana kind of slumps a little more as Ethna, Eton's sister, walks and goes, "That's enough, it's mine." She goes, "I've got a few more in me." The
Her actually does go up to her, reach himself down into his claws over her little ones, like her little ones, just to be like, "Grandmother, you've done more than enough in the day I will ever do in a lifetime. Please rest for your in."
Make a persuasion check for me.
With what?
Disadvantage.
How do you know
Son
it's
of a
not
bitch.
deception?
I called her
I mean, it
grandma.
could
I
be
knew it.
deception
I
if you
knew
want
calling her grandma was going to be a risk. Alright, well, neither of those were great, but 7 plus 6, 13. Lucky 13, guys.
She looks up at you with the most vitriol that you've seen ever out of her.
I've only got a good few seasons left. If I go now, it's fine.
Kind of rips her hands out, starts scribbling with a renewed vigor. So
Probably 5 or 6, actually.
She starts scribbling the runes, and Ethna looks up at you, and she does that kind of like shrug.
It's a living.
looks to the twins like, alright, I did my best. I did good.
The pigeons gather around Aoife, and you see she falls right into her normal spot of being their shadow as they kind of run around, and you see that they are doing any final kind of patchwork healing. Any of the bulwark that had bruises or strains that were still bothering them, they run up to you and check you guys out for if you need anything of the sort. Tiflin, the husband and father of Aoife, kind of stands up on the war table and goes, eventually, one of the setters walks up, Breda, and goes, Tiflin would like to speak, everyone. You could give him a moment. If anyone needs any recharge on your magic, I won't be fighting, and my magic is purely for crafting, so I can transfer some of my energy to you. If any of you need to regain any spell slots, you can get up to 2 second-level spell slots and 3 first-level spell slots from Tiflin, sacrificing his spell slots. Which you see Mahoon kind of walks up and is like, hey, take one of those, essentially. And Tiflin raises his large wings over, kind of, you know when birds are protecting their nest and kind of like spread out their wings over it like this? Does that over Mahoon, and you just see this shimmer of teal magic kind of rain down and cover Mahoon as she shifts her shoulders. Small sparks of her own magic emanate from her fingertips and goes, that'll do. Thank you.
Duke will also.
Amazing.
I just need 1 second level.
1 second level. Raises over. Adventurer from a far land, we appreciate your aid. And forms a circle, and you look up and you can see that the magic emanates from almost the ridgeline of his wings and then dissipates. On the bottom side of his wings, there's stained feathers that form the various geometric shapes that would be used for the magic, the somatic spell components of the spell. Since he doesn't really have fingers, because you've regained your 2nd level spell slot.
That's rad.
There are a few things that you can recover here with the people around you. First off, you can easily gain the benefits of a short rest if you wish. If that affects any of you. You can also, if you have any specific class abilities, such as like a rage or lay on hands, things like that, that are directly correlated to your class or your race, and that are only a certain amount of charges, you can regain 1 charge of one of those abilities by talking to various people here in the root system. Which Kerr, you also have those spells that give you some extra rages. Again.
Having spent my time just outside babysitting Surf, and then now, could I be able to take that and just be like long rest?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Honestly, you and Duke could both get a long rest easily.
Cool.
Because you guys are doing more like down, like restful things. Like yes, Duke, you were transcribing, but downtime activity. Like you probably like, we'll say that you like dozed off here and there throughout your transcribing of the book you have, Duke. So you also get a long rest, and then Screw, you can easily get a long rest from watching over Surf in the back.
Yes. Her takes one rest and then really encourages everyone else to take a rest and eat it. You need to talk to Duke, Scurry, and like confirm with Lavender our attack plans. So as soon as we have some order restored to like the beehive anthill that we kicked over, as far as like everyone coming down together, as soon as once together, we does one check everybody.
We'll say that a span of 2 hours pass of just whirlwind activity, talking to various factions. Bramble and Aglet kind of find you, Scree, have a quick conversation, and run off as they're on order. Both Ian as well as other members of the Mustel family. You cook, you rest, you help in any way you can prepare the refugees of the city of Crown Balad to reclaim their home. Eventually, in the final hours, everyone's in their armor. If any of you wish to upgrade your armor, there are some just very baseline armor sets here. Essentially, whatever armor you have, you could probably find like a one-step up armor, kind of. But there's nothing super fancy, which you guys have had some armor upgrades prior to this. So
I guess I just have like light leather armor still.
Which you also got. Did you get a new shield?
I don't think so.
Something. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Because you each got something normal. In those
somebody did.
Got my sheath.
That wasn't.
Yeah, Scree got his sheath.
I got a python.
Yeah, you got a python, right? Which can be used
yeah.
if you so wish.
Yeah.
Or you could try combining some items if you wish.
I do have some tinkering.
Yeah. And Duke got a wire, a copper wire, and a gleaming sapphire. You all eventually find yourselves surrounded by armored warriors. You're in the silence now. Everything is done, everything is ready. You essentially just have to light the fuse, and things will be set off. And you finally, after what feels like hours, maybe a day, of seeing your friends and all being close in a solitary place, you all eventually wander back to the small, hollowed out cave that you've been using as your sleeping chambers. And you are alone with Worm and the Mimic and the Spider.
And the ghost backs. It's fine. Kerr did take this opportunity to get, I think, a one-step up armor. I was at a 17 or less. I would be happy with like a 18 armor class if you're okay. He got his dad's armor, basically, because his mom was wearing hers when she disappeared. And so, since his dad has been unwell, and like I don't think Kerr would allow him to like try into the infirmary. He got picked up his. He's like kind of like pulling it as he sits down.
Amazing. Let me. Oh, what D&D Beyond got updated? What is happening?
I know. It takes long to log into
D&D to go into characters.
trying to go to my campaigns. Well, campaigns apparently isn't working, which is problematic. That's how I look at your characters. Well, I guess I can't look at your characters right now.
I will
We'll work it out later. We'll work out what specific set you get later. But
I'll just write it to an 18 now, just because it was a 17 from all the racers and everything else that we have. I'm just actually wearing better armor for it. You do need to update it for like pros cons things with like saving throws and things. But we'll do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Would the Python be a better shield than my button bulwark shield?
Yeah. So essentially, like your button shield is a fairly basic shield.
It's got a +3 to my AC.
Yeah, which is a fairly standard because it's. I believe it's like your button bulwark is a shield +1. So the Python would essentially be a shield +2, but it has a special ability that you haven't attuned to yet. So. Which during this time you could obviously there's plenty of downtime. Which is anytime that a enemy gets a crit, or sorry, once per day when an enemy gets a crit on you, you can essentially can stun them by sound because they hit the Python in a way that makes it rattle or like smash like a cymbal, and will audibly stun them until the start of your next turn. So when they crit on you, you get to roll a d20, and then anything over a 15 is a stun. Apologies.
I forgive you.
And then it would also get you essentially 1 more armor. So instead of +3 armor.
You guys ready for war?
There's also like his hair back, kind of like he did at the party back in Mloa, where he has like an annoying like door like poof still of like hair just keeps like escaping basically, like the rest of it is in this weird like spiky ball that like is annoying.
So an extra hand, I know how to braid if you want to keep that out of your face.
Please, I don't know what else to do with it. Thank you.
Duke, I don't know how to braid. Do you want me to try to braid your hair?
I mean, I don't really have much on the top of my head, but my tail fur is long enough to try if you'd like.
All right.
Battle prep.
And we'll just like Duke would like lay down on his stomach so that the tail is easier to get to like lay his tail over Screed's lap.
Oh, that's so sweet. Who else feels like we're in like the MMA prep mode where everyone just like doesn't work so their hair doesn't get ripped out?
Yeah.
Get yourselves battle ready.
That's a 7 to braid.
Is 7 to braid? Yeah, roll for braid. Sure.
Oh. All right. Which Kerr's hair is going to need French braided. Does this add like dexterity or anything?
Sure, you can use your sleight of hand.
Like sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
You're also the oldest of an orphanage that had many. The oldest daughter of an orphanage, so. If you don't know how to braid, I would be concerned.
Of course you know how to braid.
17. I'll pull some like random beads out of, my junk pouch to like add in the braiding.
Oh, no.
Do some like colorful beads that like match Kerr's hair. And, like,
you could also braid in.
Ribbon.
You could braid in the studs Kerr has too.
Ooh.
Since the jacket's gone currently.
Yeah.
Got messed up.
So stud beads, French braid Kerr's hair back. So his usual like messy mohawk is kind of like this fluffy French braid with all these accessories.
If you squint at Duke's tail, it kind of looks like a braid. There's some sticks I worked in.
Could you say it's a rat's nest?
Yeah, no, that'd be accurate.
Like looking over what Lab's doing and then like trying to mimic.
Ooh, yeah.
Duke is doing his best not to look at it.
This is such a team building exercise, guys. This is such a huge growth moment for Duke.
It really is.
I'm very proud.
I will. Okay, this is completely a side note to everything. Again, I hope I obviously know so terrible that this is annoying. I've been looking at so many videos of ferrets lately, and I'm just like, why did I give Duke such a squirrel tail? Why did I do this to myself when I draw?
I asked myself the same thing.
Listen, I'm planning a lot of redesigns and a lot more like character traits because it doesn't look like.
To be entirely fair, ferret tails aren't actually as fluffy as I have made Duke's tail, but that's because I wanted him to be more flamboyant than you would typically see this creature.
And we also have to remember that these are sentient creatures, so they also have the free will of like modifying their appearance and stuff too. So they have like conditioner and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Which
they
is
don't
why
have to
he's trying
brush.
not to look at his tail at the moment.
I was gonna say
It would be really funny if it
looks really
event.
Which lab?
It's a lot more like ferrets, like actual ferrets, though, because of the damage.
As you look and see Scree's attempt on Duke's toe, you reach for your brush and your brush is gone.
Oh,
What?
no. The mimic. No. Oh, no.
Is my teacup still there?
No.
Cool. Can I look around the room for the brush?
You turn to the other side of yourself and you just see your brush sitting there.
I'll pick it up and hand it to Scree. This might help a little.
As you go to pick it up, it goes. Pring.
I love him.
Is it walnut? That's what I'm naming her mimic. Was she actually named, by the way?
No, it's walnut.
Does the spider have a name yet?
I don't think so.
Eventually, the mimic gives in and you hand it to Scream.
Oh, like feed it like a crumb of a scone or something I made earlier. Try to pacify it.
Scree, you're handed a chewing hairbrush.
Love, if you eat my hair, I'll eat it. Just let me know.
Scree, make another braiding check with advantage.
Or would this be animal handling?
And with a bardic inspiration.
It just starts silently humming desperately.
Which is a decent.
It's when Duke is like, I need to have this not eat my
Well,
tail.
so what it is Duke is humming to himself to try to distract himself, and in doing so is like inadvertently trying to help inspire.
I got a 13 plus 2 with the bardic, but it's 15.
15?
Yeah.
That's good. As you brush, you know, it's almost like the bristles have a little bit of a mind of their own, as like tangles that you brush through instead of like it like Jock from Nemo dissipates them.
Yeah.
Brushes.
Oh, that's great.
And you actually get a pretty decent braid.
Yeah, let's go!
Oh, what?
Lav, I'm so good at braiding.
Wow, you should do mine sometime. It'll like ruffle her now very short hair. Be like, maybe give it a few seasons.
Alright, it's a deal. When your hair's long enough, I will braid it.
That's a promise. And we'll make sure be like, shake on it.
I'll shake on it while holding the
The brush starts wriggling and like leaps out of your hand, Scree.
Oh, shoot.
Turns into a teacup midair. And then goes as it just starts falling.
It's like the second he sees the teacup, it's like a reaction. Oh my god, no! Because he's been a lot of break. Is it? When did you eat a teacup?
Yesterday it the teacup and the tea hole.
Well, it looks very pretty. Here you go.
Now it has a nice little special place. He can sit.
Slides into your little teacup holster. Passes out eventually. And you all finalize your braiding. And it gets to the point where the quiet before the storm turns into almost a lingering silence. Where everyone is in their own chambers, some people in the main forum, but everyone is just looking towards the other person to look who's going to set off the charge.
If it was ever going to be someone, it was going to be me. So, talking to the four of us, made contact with Jet, and your brother is just as much of a shit as you are, and he still hasn't apologized for breaking all of my stuff. So you still
Good luck getting him to do that.
You always clean up after your brother. Anyways. And it's for Duke and Lavender to be at the top tree, where else Scree and myself are fighting more Corvid.
Reconnaissance at the nest that the Corvid has made at the top? For Duke and I?
Yes.
Slip right in there, kick some ass.
I have a distraction ready to bring with us.
Oh. Okay. Her pulls out like whatever maps you have of the tree, and then like that describes the area that the Corvid has been nesting for. If listen, I don't know any of these steps work. He pulls up the papers that the rat grandmother has made for us.
The sigils, yeah.
The sigils. I don't know if this would be to it or away from it, but this is where we're going to be, and you need to escape it. Come to home. Come here where it's safe. And we'll regroup after that. But things are going to get bad after the sunrise, so we need to start soon.
If we want to kind of set up to jump on it, I'm planning on setting my distraction up here, and I'll point on the map. My sources tell me that it hunts in this area pretty often, and then while it's hunting, we will get the jump on it. As far as you and I go.
Scary. I have to thank you and bless every star that you were born under, because I don't know how you do what you do, but I have no questions. Absolutely. I know that we will get this done.
Thank you.
You said that?
You what?
You bait.
No, I'm not the bait.
Found bait.
Yeah, we tried to figure out like what it eats and stuff, and did research.
Excellent. about to go into a situation, so I felt like addressing some of the elephant in the room because we've all been trying to figure out what to do on this as well. Kerr looks to Duke. Some of us might be hurt in battle, and some of us might be close to death. So I've volunteered myself for that in the event of saving face for your brother. If that's the case, then do what you got to do. Bring me back if you can. Don't let any of my family get killed. And otherwise, I'll haunt you first until you die. Completely.
Oh, there. Oh, wow.
No. Okay. You're back. We see. Did you hear everything or anything that I just barely said?
I did, which is really surprising because I saw myself disappear.
I know. That's the worst
saw
part,
the reaction,
right?
and then saw myself. Listen, gang. My phone. So outside, there's a really nice breeze, so it keeps it really cool. That is not the case inside of a car. And my AC isn't the best, so I have some of my windows rolled down to get a bit of a cross breeze, but my phone is trying so hard not to overheat right now.
The fact that my audio sucking is not the worst thing happening in this episode. It's probably the worst thing. Anyway,
Lavender.
Do you have anything to say about what Kurt just barely fucking said? Damn, he's cold, bitch. So cool.
Everything is hard to hear, so.
As Kerr, you look towards Duke and say this. Lavender, I need you to Ruby.
Oh.
I need you to make a perception.
Have a wildcat.
Oh my god. Boy, you're gonna hammer yourself on those.
Spider-Man.
Elle, if you can just shoot me in a message what you said, I might have a response for you.
That tape is
Okay. Do that.
I need you to make a. Oh my god, the actual D&D Beyond finally loaded.
Nice.
I need you to make either a perception or a.
Ruby, not Lavender.
Yes, Ruby.
What?
Make a perception or survival check.
I feel like my survival's probably better than my perception.
Just roll. You don't got to worry about it. I guess you don't really know how. You don't need to know what it is. I will do the calculations on my end.
All right, that's a 16 on the dice.
16. Amazing. So, Kerr, as you look towards Duke and say the statement about, I'm going to be surrounded by death. So keep an eye out, essentially. You hear the rapid approach of footfalls as Bramble skirts in, her glasses disheveled, holding the book that Scree you recognize as her field notes she's been keeping about the Raven. And she looks towards all of you and then locks eyes with you, Kerr, and goes, I've discovered something. And it's really bad.
Can't you say that, like, happier?
The dramatic pause was actually good enough. What have you discovered?
It's about your mom. And that's where we're in today's session.
No.
Beautifully done.
Your mom.
Beautifully done.
Well,
with the
that was really
with the
good.
technical issues and stuff happening today, I think ending today a little early will be good. As well as we're about to dive into a really big thing, and having
Yeah.
30 minutes to do that and just stopping randomly doesn't sound great.
Okay.
So
That's
next,
actually
not next week, next time for first we're taking off as
Gosh, no.
in the beginning of the month we let you all know that May is a very busy month for all of us, so we were going to be doing some other things. This last week, the 31st, we will be off. So our next session will be the 14th of June.
And I won't be here.
And Duke won't be.
hate this. No.
So we'll be focusing on the ground, essentially, of the combat. The battle between... What does that to be here? Join us on June 14th.
Oh my god.
Join us on June 14th as we dive into the actual final battle and find out what Bramble saw about the Corvin and Charisma.
On all the souls.
Follow us on all the socials. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We're going to raid someone. Go be nice to them. Go support. Go spread the love of like Moss. And we're going to go to our little ending screen as I search for someone to raid. But as always, thank you so much for joining us today. Go take care of yourselves. And most importantly, go touch Moss. I guess.